Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about one premium feature which is called the A/B testing. So actually you can get an access to it through the Matomo cloud, right? Or you can even purchase it directly through the marketplace. So the cost, as you can see, is 200 euros. And today I'm just going to talk about one part of it. The idea is just to introduce you how this plugin is working and how you can already make your own test and see if it fits your expectations. So actually, when you look at the documentation of the A/B testing over here within documentation, is just sending you afterward to the developer guide, and that's this part that I'm going to describe. So you have kind of four different ways of doing A/B testing. In my case, in this video, I'm just going to introduce the easiest one, which is the campaign and email marketing. So here is the let's say the documentation about it. So it doesn't require you to make any change to the default tracking code of Matomo. In my case, I'm still using the Matomo tag manager with the default tracking code. And what you just need to do is actually you need to append some parameters to the URL that you would like to send your user to, exactly like you would have done it with your marketing campaign parameters. And as you can see down below, you can even run the PK parameters of pweek of Matomo with the one of the A/B testing. It's not a problem at all. So let's just, sorry for that, it's going to cut in a second and just in 10 seconds exactly. Yeah. So yeah. So actually, in order to run the A/B testing, what you just need to do is just, as usual, install the plugin. Okay. Once you install the plugin, you need to click here on Manage A/B Testing, and you need to click here on Create a new A/B Testing. Here you are describing what is your testing about. So the name is really important because that's going to be the name of your testing, and this name is taken within the tracking code. So basically, you don't want to have something which is very long or highly descriptive, even if there's a way of hiding this information in order for your competitors or even your customer to know what your A/B testing is about. Hypothesis is very, very interesting because this is where you are documenting what you would like to test. Description is as it says, what this experiment will be about. Variation here, what is interesting is really the fact for you to change, okay, here, the name of your variable in order to give it an explicit name, because that's this name as well that you will find back within the tracking code if you use one. And then target pages means, of course, the pages that you would like, as it said. The pages on which you would like the A/B testing to run. So probably you will just want it to leave it like this. Once you validate and you push this given button, what's going to happen is that it's going to create for you the A/B testing is going to start already to run. So I'm just going to modify it. And it's going to be displayed like this, right? You're going to see these given pages on which you can define actually the different threshold that you would like to have for your A/B testing. And you will get, of course, at the end, the code to embed on your website. So in my case, that's going to be an email marketing. So here, the tracking code that we are interested about is the following one, which is the different parameters that you're going to append to your URL. So you need to append one parameter which corresponds to the test that you're going to make, and then the parameters just afterward is the different variation that you would like to apply. So to make it simple, what I did is I created like 2 pages. So I have one. Okay, let's imagine that I'm launching one emailing. So this is my emailing, and in my emailing I have one link down here where I have actually my link. Okay, so here my link is sending to my website, and here I append actually the name of the test. So in my case, I didn't want to leave the name of the test. Okay, and that's why I took the ID instead. So ID number 2, because that's the second time I'm running a test on this instance of Matomo. Then this is what we call the version A. So this is the name that I gave to my second experiment. So if I go over here, you will see that I created like 2 versions, and the version A. Okay, so that's why the name of the value of the parameter is version A. The other one is original. So here, what's gonna happen is every time that someone's gonna click on this given link, it's gonna redirect to the page that I want. It's gonna send the information that the data should be calculated within the ID test number 2, and that this is the version A of my test. And as you can see here, I can also append my PK campaign parameter. It's not a big deal. And here I have my second version of my emailing. Okay, so let's say imagine that this emailing is going to be sent to 50 people, and this email is going to be sent to 50 people. Then, as you can see here, what I'm testing is the city. Right, this one is click here to read more. As this one is, would you like to know more about it? So that's my test. And here, as you can see, the parameter is a little bit different because instead of having version A, I have original. So what's going to happen is kind of straightforward. When the first click are going to happen on the website, I'm just going to do it right now. As you can see, there are all the information entered within the URL. So that's why it can be interesting to hide this part, because if you leave the word test, people will know that you are testing them, so they may not be happy with that. And once you have done that, actually the data starts already to be sent to your Matomo installation. So here, as you can see, I've started to run the test. It was today, and as you can see, I received so far like 5 visits, and it seems actually the version A is not receiving that much visit at the moment, right? People are not clicking that much on the link, and you start already to get actually the data telling you that, for example, here, in average, the people which are coming from the original version seems to look more at the different page views, the different pages of my website in comparison to version A. So that's what you can get here with the A/B testing. So how it differs from the regular, let's say, campaign tracking method? Well, with the A/B testing, Matomo is doing all the mathematics for you, right? So at the end, it's going to tell you who is the winner here, and tell you, in fact, what is the best version. Whereas if you would have done it through acquisition, you would have need to make the mathematics by hand. So here in my case, I cannot even get the information that I wanted, as I did not use any of those extra parameters in order to push version A or version original. But yeah, that's how it works, and that's what the A/B testing for emailing can be useful for. This is, as I explained before, that's the easiest A/B testing of those 4. Probably in the next video, I will show the one about JavaScript, how you can modify and test some part of your website in order to see if it converts more or not. In my case, the example I just showed you today was the one of an external communication that you want to test as an A/B test. Really hope that actually you enjoy your video, this video, and it helps you to understand a little bit more how the A/B testing premium features of Matomo is working. Thanks for watching.